guys, Justin at Vintage 55 Restorations here. Another episode of Vintage 55 Garage. Special new Oregon family edition. We are now, as you can see, up in the Northwest. We've moved. This is Relic River Ranch. You can look up Vintage 55 Restorations or Relic River Ranch online and find our stuff. But what do you need on a ranch? A ranch truck. So this edition is about this 1970 K20. So this one has a kind of a cool history. This was my grandpa's truck, and he bought it new. And I know, before you guys get on me, it's a Chevy. All the stuff's Ford. There's an exception here. So this one's a 70 K20. K being the four-wheel drive version of the C10, C20, K10, K20. The 20 designating the 3/4 ton. This is the second generation body, which went from 67 to 72, and a little bit different. It was a big difference from the 66 in the earlier body, and then 73 went to the square bodies that you see everywhere, just every junkyard, every road, everywhere. This was called the Action Line style. The C and K series trucks debuted in 1960 with the generation before this. That's when they started calling them the C series trucks. But like I said, this is the second generation. This one had a 327 V8 in it with the 4-speed low. Four-wheel drive, like I said, is the K with locking hubs in the front. Let you go over anything or through anything, I guess. This one was actually ordered as a utility body with a cab over, and I think it was bought with a camper on it. We'll find that out in a minute. But I know any of you Chevy guys are already saying, no, you're wrong, that's not a 70, blah, 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 this guy doesn't know what he's doing, go back to Fordland. Which, actually, Fordlandia is in Brazil. Go look that up. That's a fun trail to go down. But it was body swap. So this is a 69. You can see the little differences, lights, grill, that kind of stuff. This is a 69 body because the other one was rusted out. My grandpa lives a couple miles from the beach, and so the salt just finally corroded everything out. Swapped the grill over, and new engine. Did quite a bit to it. But anyway, Grandpa, come over here. This is my grandpa, Randy Bowles, and this, like I said, was his truck that he bought. So I'm going to ask him a couple things, and then I'll give you a walk around on the truck. But so you bought this new, right?
Yep.
And where did you buy it? What's the story on that?
Well, at Huntington Beach. Well, I just decided I wanted to four-wheel drive to go in the booties where I like to go. And
well, you guys went camping all the time.
Yeah.
But didn't you get it at like a camper fair or something?
I bought the body, and I bought the camper to go on the body at a fair. Yeah. Come on a fair in LA.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a Dodger Stadium. No? No, okay. But it was a utility body that you bought, right?
Yeah.
Originally? Yeah. But they used to go camping all the time with my mom and my uncle and grandma, who didn't like it too much. But they had some good stories too. The frame on this was snapped in two, which on a 3/4 ton ain't easy to do. But I don't know how you did that. How'd you break the frame on the 3/4 ton truck?
Well, I was up in the borderline between Idaho and Oregon, Hell's Canyon. It was going on out to Overlook Point, and at the beginning of the road there was this big muddy pond. So I didn't want to get stuck in the pond.
So you got speed?
I gunned it, and I made it across the pond when I heard this pow. The dachshund dog that was sitting in my daughter-in-law's lap rose about 2 or 3 feet, and everybody looked shocked.
The dog went flying.
The dog was airborne.
So I take it there was a big ditch in the lake. Is that what it was?
Well, yeah, in the pond there was a bigger hole than I thought there was.
And you hit it at full speed.
Yeah. I hit it in a higher gear than I should have had.
But and I guess they just limped it over to a shop, and you had some plates welded on and straightened up a little bit.
Well, not at that time, but
You got it home like that?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I didn't know it had snapped
Yeah.
until. Well, I don't think it did snap till later. I hung on with. Yeah, we just sort
You
of.
just cracked it, probably.
Yeah, it cracked. It was just flexing, and I didn't. I went on another trip in New Mexico, and I wanted to check it out because I knew the frame needed some work. So when I took it to the shop in Huntington Beach, the guy put plates on the side and welded around the plates. But unfortunately, he didn't preheat it first and straighten it. So
Yeah, they're still there,
bent.
but
It's still bent.
But yeah, it's permanently bent now. When you put that bed on, I found them underneath those big old spacers to get the
To make up for the dip,
yeah.
for the dip in the frame.
yeah, for the depth of the frame. So it's riding on little stilts on one side to even it up. But anyway, I'll walk you guys around now so you can see it. And actually, so the reason I got it was he was asking me, just they were making their will and stuff, if I wanted anything, and I said, I'd love to see that truck not just rust into the ground. And then the same thing, I wanted a popcorn bowl from him too. He gave me the popcorn bowl right there, and then he's like, well, take the truck, I need room. So I guess he's not too sentimental, but I am. Anyway, thank you, Grandpa, and let's go look at the truck. So you see the big old get out of my way bumpers with push guards, which I'm sure have pushed some things out of the way. The badge is gone, which I'm having a hell of a time finding a replacement. I've ordered 3 of the wrong ones because they're slightly different and they all look the same. So hopefully that'll have a bow tie on it soon. The tires I just replaced, and I got original style caps, which for the locking hubs you have to cut out the center. They originally didn't have them on there because you couldn't fit a cap on it, but you see this a lot where people cut out the center and put them on. Running boards, something Grandpa made. He made a lot of he does a lot of farmhand ingenuity. Not a farm, obviously, he lives in Huntington Beach, but the term, he had a ladder step on the back too that I took off, or no, that was off before I got it. You can see there's drain holes, I'll call them, and that's courtesy of the saltwater air. There's quite a bit of that, quite a bit of metal missing, which makes it a perfect farm truck. So I don't have to worry about it. I can throw my brush in there, I can do all my stuff and not worry about scratching the paint. And, that it's wonderful. And I got to say, I've had more fun in this truck on our farm than any of my other cars, because I got my shop truck stuck in the driveway already and I had to pull it out. And then I got the other ones, I'm scared to get the white walls dirty, but this thing, I've been getting it sideways out here in the mud, and so I'm having a little bit of fun with it. But as you can see, made bedsides for it when we came up here, because I had this fully loaded on the trip from Southern California to Oregon. Had it piled up and pulled in a trailer, and it did just fine. It hadn't left Orange County in probably 30 years or something, right? And when he gave it to me, replaced a bunch of stuff, radiator, cleaned out the carb, alternator, fixed some electrical stuff, but just kind of gave it all a once over, and straight from Orange County to Roseburg, Oregon, and not an issue at all going up. Big old step bumper.
Before I actually had it welded, I was crossing the Rio Grande when it was flooded. There was about that much water over the bridge, over the deck of the bridge.
So your exhaust was underwater then?
But I didn't rush into that. I slowly crept across the bridge, and it's still just a partial frame underneath. Yeah. But when I hit the water, I couldn't see a thing. But
and then
I made it all the way home, and it still got the cracked frame.
Yeah.
And that's when I actually had it fixed.
Did the dog make it home?
Oh yeah. No,
You didn't lose him on the
he
bridge?
was just airborne. He survived it.
The tailgate wasn't lettered. I lettered that in when I got it because that's just something I like to do. One of Grandpa's tricks. Fix it, putting the trim that's missing. I think it's a carpet keeper. Which, honestly, I didn't even notice for 3 weeks when I was driving it. More drain holes, courtesy. The interior. This is the original door panels and stuff, isn't it? Yeah, this is original door panels. The seat, I think you got a cover for, right? Yeah, the seat got a cover. You can see the two sticks. It's got the manual trans and then the four-wheel stick. Not the original accelerator pedal, obviously. And then it's got the double-walled roof, so there's no headliner or anything like that, which is nice. Doesn't get the common sag and starts ripping everything. And little grab handles. This one didn't have oh crap handles, but little metal ones that Grandpa put in so Grandma could get in and out of the truck easier once she couldn't walk as well. The heater doesn't work. It's been bypassed, but that's all of my trucks. I bypassed the heater because we lived in Southern California and you didn't need it, and now I need heaters in all my cars. So I got to get on that. But yeah.
I used to have a CB radio up there. This
had the big old head on it. Yeah, so this had a big box that went all across the center, right in the middle.
To hold my cameras.
That he made to hold his cameras and CB radio and all that stuff. And it was it was wood, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you made it out of wood. And every time my dad would get into it, because we borrowed it a couple times, every time my dad would get into it, he'd get in and go wham right into the thing and just go, "Damn it, Randy!" And yeah, I remember that growing up. But and also I remember being in the center seat and getting knocked in the knees all the time. And I mentioned that to Mom, and she's like, "Yep, I got knocked in the knees all the time growing up too." And yeah, family tradition, I guess. But anyway, so yeah, it's a fun farm edition of Vintage 55 Garage. So I'm Justin, and thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and fire it up.